Could we expect a breakthrough here?
Well, that's what both sides are hoping for. Senator Chuck Schumer, the top Democrat in the upper chamber at the White House as we speak, meeting with President Trump. Now, he told reporters on his way into that meeting that he hopes to be able to get to a deal with Republicans. But that said, earlier this morning, the fallout continuing for Republicans and Democrats as the midnight deadline looms and a shutdown on the table. Now, the top legislative affairs director for the Trump administration calling this the quote-unquote Schumer shutdown, but Democrats digging in and pushing back, saying that they're adamant that some type of DACA deal on immigration be included into this. Now, all morning long, I've been speaking with senior aides to lawmakers in both parties who suggest that this is going to come down to the wire, and the idea of having a short-term deal, a mini deal, if you will, that would just keep the government open for a couple more days might not be what the administration is ultimately hoping for, particularly with the president's travel plans to Davos less than a week away.
But is this a binary choice, really, at this point on DACA? Because the Democrats are saying we absolutely have to have it in this continuing resolution, and the Republicans seem to be saying we will not put it in.
Right now, that has been where the battle lines are, David, but some are suggesting that on the issue of the children's health insurance program, there could be some type of light in the sense of funding for additional health insurance policies. Now, all of this, if you're outside of Washington, it just looks like another round of political theater. But here inside the Beltway, so the number one employer in Washington and in the DMV remains the federal government. And to those federal employee workers, many of whom would not receive payments should the government shut down until they would receive retroactive payments once it reopens again. This is no laughing matter. While the stock market hasn't blinked, things like the National Park Services would temporarily close, and statistics agencies would also be punted a bit for how they are able to send out their economic data.